morning. My name is Brittany, and today I have the help of my son and daughter. I'll let you tell her what your names are and what your ages are. Go ahead.
So, my name is Liam and I'm 7 years old.
My name is Daisy and I'm 5 years old.
So they're going to be helping us today with the lesson that I've chosen. And we're going to play our Bear Center, where we use our 10 frames. I'll show you the materials we're using today. We're going to be using our double 10 frames so that we have the ability to count up to 20. And then, they're good piano whites. So I have 2 of these, one for each student. It's inside of a plastic protective sleeve, just so that it doesn't get ruined. We also, each child has 20 bears, the counting bears, that they will use as manipulatives on their double 10 frame. Obviously, you can use any manipulative you'd like if you have any other kinds, even beans or something that relates to your theme. Then each child will also have, let me see Daisy. Each child will also need 3 dice. This will be what they're using to add the 3 numbers. And then depending on your class, some classrooms would be fine if they have a big open space. Normally I would let our kids do that on the floor. But for filming purposes, this made it a little more controllable. So they're going to go ahead and just toss their dice into the bin. And so that will be how they're working on this. At the end, I will assess them by, they'll quietly, I'll sit down and I will roll about 4 or 5 times and have them go ahead and complete it quietly on their double 10 frame and write with a dry erase marker on their sleeve what their final number is for the addition. So that's how I'm going to assess them to see where there are any learning gaps, what we can do to help their understanding and differentiate the lesson for each student. So, all right, so let's go ahead and review, guys. Do you remember what the point of our 10 frame? We have a 10 frame for how many days we've been in school since we're doing homeschool this year.
5,
So, yes, you're right, Daisy. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. That's the number of days we've been in school.
We've been in school for a long time.
Yes, we have 29 days. So what's the point, Liam? What's the point of having a 10 frame? Do you remember?
So, what the point is having a 10 frame is just so we know what year we're going to get to. And it says, since we're going to get there, it says that 180 days you have to be in school to reach 1 whole year.
You're right. So does the 10 frame make it easier for us to count to the 180 days?
Yeah, even though I don't really need it for the 100. Like 10, 20,
Right.
30,
And what are you
40,
counting by right
50,
now?
60, 70, 80.
You're very right. What are you
90,
counting by?
100.
What-
I'm counting by 10.
Great. What else could you count by in a 10 frame? Because
You
it's,
could count by 5.
you're very
So
right.
let me tell you. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 29.
Yeah, that's how many days
Wait,
you've been in school, right?
29.
You're right.
30, 39.
35.
Huh?
35. Remember you're counting by 5.
5.
40. Yeah. Good job. Good job. All right, so you're right, that is the point of a 10 frame. The 10 frame makes it easier for us to count, faster for us to count, and as we get better, we can learn to look at a 10 frame, right? And know, once one is filled up, we know that's 10, right? So today what we're going to do is we're going to practice adding 3 numbers at a time, okay? So what we're going to do, I'm going to show you guys. We're going to take your 3 dice. Okay, I'm going to give them a little shake, give them a little blow if you want. And then you're going to throw it into your bin and see what numbers you get. So now Daisy she'll take 1 at a time, and she can put them in front of her if she'd like, on top here. So you know you're going to be adding these 3 numbers. If it's a 4, a 6, and a 3, right, Liam?
Mm-hmm.
So then Daisy's going to do each number. You can take 4, like for the first number, how many bears would you need? Correct. So go ahead and put 4 bears on your 10 frame.
This looks
So one per square, right? Because one bear equals one square, right? Perfect. So that's your number 4. Now once your number 4 is done, you can put it off to the side.
6.
Great. So now you're going to add 6. So now are you going to start down here? Or is your goal to make 5s and 10s?
5 and
5s and 10s. You're right. So you're going to put 6 starting up here, right?
2.
Great. I'm going to let you go ahead and finish. So Liam, go ahead. You can start with your dice. Go ahead and roll your dice. And we're going to see how you guys do with the bears. Good. Great job. High five.
And 3 plus 2.
Well, let's double check your bears. Oh no, you're right. You're right. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. So you now you know you've made. Good. So now do the last one. What'd you get? Mom? Ooh, a 1, a 3, and a 6. Good job. You could also use 3 different color bears. We do have 3 different colored bears so that they can see each number. So like for instance, Daisy did, for her first one, she did 4 of the green bears, 6 of the blue bears. We could have had a 3rd color and so they could really visualize the difference
2 blue,
when adding
1
those.
green.
When adding those 3 numbers. So we could have done something like that as well. These are just all little ways that obviously within your own class and with your own students you can differentiate and you know how they work. So
And now I
some
get to
students
roll
may see that a little
again.
better. So now what's your total? What's your total number of bears? So you know that this is what? This is what, Daisy?
Wait.
How many is this whole thing?
Mom, is it a challenge?
No, you just 10, you're right. 10 plus 3 is what?
5,
10,
20,
11, 12,
13.
Good job. Nice work. How are you doing, Liam?
Good.
So what did you have? You had 1,
3, 6.
1 plus 3 plus 6. Oh, and so what did you notice about your total? What's the sum, the total number of bears of your 3 numbers?
Wait, you do what?
Hmm?
You do what?
Yeah, he did.
This is what I got, you guys.
Nice. So on your 10 frame, what do you notice?
I got 3,
What do you notice, Liam, about your 10 frame?
My 10 frame?
Mm-hmm.
and
So
4.
what I noticed about my 10 frame, it's full.
It's
Nice.
full. You're
So
right.
the next one I'm gonna have 20.
So your 10 frame, your first 10
So
frame,
that means it's kind of like counting to 10s, like 10, 20.
you're right. You're right. So you'll wipe it clean this next time when you roll again. But so if your 10 frame's full on the top, then how many bears do you have there?
Wait, what do you mean wipe it? It's not even working.
I know. If you have your 10 frame on the top here is full, then how many bears do you know you have? Just by
10.
Good job. Yeah, you know that.
So
High
the
five.
next time, so it's
Good
kind of
job.
like counting by 10s, 10, 20.
Exactly. So your goal is to try and at least fill up the 5s, right? Because we know we can count by 5s, but also to fill up the 10s because we can easily look at this. Did you lose a dice? We can look at this and we know that this is 10, right?
My purple.
That was your purple one. So if you can look at it and know that it's a particular number, you can count
They're
much faster.
backwards.
Go ahead, Nan.
They're
So,
backwards.
you know, like all these 10s, I didn't really know what way, I thought I was going to do all reds, all orange, but I thought maybe not, so I just kind of did the way of Daisy, just different color.
Yeah, that's a good way to do it too. And we have different colors too. We can add that on your next roll if you like. Okay, so let's go ahead and take your bears off, put them back in your cups, and then we're gonna go ahead and roll again.
Goodbye, bear. Goodbye.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and roll into your bins again.
Daisy,
Go ahead and roll into your bins.
I can do it. You
give it a little.
Give it a little shake. Huh? You can go ahead and roll. If there's nobody who needs to go first, you're just independently working. This is an independent lesson, so you're gonna just practice against yourself.
Got it.
So go ahead and roll again, Liam. Let's see what you get.
One.
and I got 4.
Ooh, good job.
Seriously?
What'd you get?
This is only one added than last time.
Well, that's okay. It's good practice.
Look, 1, 4,
Okay.
6.
That's okay. It's okay.
Just 2 more added from last week.
That's okay. Go ahead and show me on your 10 frame. Go ahead and show me, guys.
I think use blue first.
Okay.
2 plus 2.
Daisy's a little bit young for this lesson, this particular lesson, but she likes to do, my son is in 1st grade now, so she likes to do a lot of his lessons. Anyways, it's good practice. No, you are. She just turned 5, huh? So I would, in this instance, I would be helping her mostly just because I'm helping her understand a little bit better. Liam was already introduced last year to 10 frames and exactly how they work. Daisy's just been introduced to them this year. So those are the types of things that we normally would work on with her. Okay, go ahead and show me then. Here. Good job. There's a lot of focus.
Are you serious?
Okay. Oh. Oh.
Wait.
So,
There might be one more because 2 added from last time.
so we have 1.
Wait, no.
Okay.
Seriously, it's the easiest math in the world.
So
It's
what is
literally just 11.
And how do you know that?
Because literally it's 10 added 1 makes 11.
Because you have 1 full 10 frame, right? Yep, you're absolutely right. You have 1 full 10 frame and then you added 1 more bear on the bottom, which makes 11. You're totally right. Good job. All right, Daisy. Daisy has 4 plus 1 plus 3, so you used your 4 blue bears, 1 green bear, and then a couple little colors here. And you have 8. You're very right. High five. How do you know that? How could you easily count this? How many are in this top row?
Like this. Wait. 1.
5,
So you
right?
could go like mommy.
6, 7,
Mommy,
8.
Mommy, you could go 5. Count by tens. 5,
You
10, and then add 1. 5, 10, 11.
You're
And then
absolutely right. You are absolutely right because each line is going to be 5, right? It's good practice. Okay.
Mommy, it's a little bit confusing. I was introduced to 10 frames when I was introduced to them when I was like at Purple Door.
Oh, you were. Oh, so he has a lot of experience. All right, my friends. Let's go ahead. Yes, let's take the bears off, and then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to test you guys. We're going to do 2 times. I'm going to roll.
I was introduced.
I'm going to roll, okay? I'm going to roll 2 times, and I want you guys to do the same thing you've been doing, but do it in your head, okay? I don't want to hear anybody's answers yet, and then I want you to do it in your head. You can do your bears still, and I want you to write your final answer on top here, okay?
You're going to roll for us? Look at this.
Oh my goodness. Okay, are you ready, Liam?
I will.
Oh, go ahead and put your dice down. I'm rolling for you guys.
Erasers.
You won't need them. That's okay.
Wait, you're rolling.
Okay, are you guys ready?
Wait.
Oh, pardon me. Sorry. We have all kinds of things blooming right now. Rabbit brush in particular, and everyone's very allergic. I'm sneezing. Okay, you ready? Okay, here we go. All right, I have
A
4,
A 4.
a 4,
It was fun using
and
bears.
a 6. You get to use your bears.
Oh, and then I'm just going to put the pen.
But I'm rolling for you guys.
I
So
don't
use
need
your bears.
this. We don't need the pen.
You're going to write your answer on the top.
Oh, so we
Yeah.
don't need them.
Yeah, because I don't want you guys to say your answer out loud. I want to see what you come up with. Okay? So go ahead, you can use your bears.
Oh.
Show me.
Blue.
You lost it. Okay, so go ahead and show me on your 10 frame.
We lost a berry.
So we have 4 plus 4 plus 6, right?
Oh.
I think it's a good idea to use different colors. I think that helps. It helps you count how many you have. It's a good strategy.
So when you have one, when I put one at the top, I do 3 at the bottom.
That's okay.
And now
All right, and then 6. So you're doing a great job. I want you guys to use what you learned or what you already know to count in your head and write your answer on the top here.
Holy cow! I've used all my 20 bears in my red.
Almost all your bears.
No, all of it. Look.
I know.
2 more in my lid. Oh my gosh! Look at the.
Okay, so let's go ahead and use what we know about counting and count in your head. Count in your head.
Okay, so.
Liam, count in your head. I want you guys to write your number, to your answer.
It's 24.
All right, so we've got a couple different answers here. Okay. All right, so let's do something.
41.
Let's count. Remember, each line on our 10 frame equals what?
Wait. 40.
Each line on our 10 frame equals what?
40.
5,
It's
right? Each
Mommy,
row
Mommy,
is 5.
Wait, let me show you something. I counted by 10, 20, 21, 22, 23,
Oh.
24, so I answered 24.
So you would be right, but remember, your whole box equals 20, right? Your top one equals 10.
Mommy,
Remember?
1, 2, 3,
So it would
4,
be
5.
10, 20.
Wait.
Do you have 20?
It doesn't make sense.
So we're going to count by 5s.
Wait.
Okay? So look,
Wait.
you want to change your answer? Let's count by 5s together, and then we'll do another one. Okay?
Wait.
Ready?
I thought it was 10s. That's why I ended up at 24.
I understand what you're getting confused about here. So let's count together, and then we'll do another one. Okay?
Nothing makes sense about
5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, right? Because each row is 5 bears. If we counted them individually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
This
12,
is
13,
4.
14, right?
But this
So let's
is
do another one. Let's go
No,
ahead and
I'm
try
just
again.
counting individually.
Okay, let's go ahead and do another one. Let's put our bears back. Okay, put your bears back quickly, guys.
Mommy, no.
Put them back in their homes.
Mommy,
Yes,
but it doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
Mom, can we
It
go
will,
outside
Liam.
today?
We'll go over it one more
Not
Can
time.
we go outside today for
This is the
recess?
joy of teaching your own children.
No!
Mom,
All right.
can we go outside on
Okay,
recess?
Daisy. Okay. All right, let's go ahead. I'm going to roll again. All right. We have a 4, a 3, and a 2.
Wait,
We lost a pen. All right, so we have a 4, a 3, and a 2. Let's go ahead.
Can't really fit under the table anymore.
That's okay. I'll get you a new pen.
No,
Don't worry
Wait,
about
I
the
think I
pen.
got it.
I'm small.
Wait. I'm harder for a 7-year-old to get a pen.
You guys are silly.
It's really hard.
They make it a lot more fun. All right.
Squiggly your
All
back.
right, my friends, let's go ahead. So we have a number 4, a number 3, and a number 2. That's what we rolled. So we're going to do 4 plus 3
Dump my
plus
whole
2.
thing out.
No,
I'm just dumping
let's focus, okay? Let's focus and really think about what you're doing here. How many you see, how many you're filling in, how many rows you have, okay?
Two more to go. Wait, I already finished.
So Liam has 4 plus 3,
Oh, I didn't finish.
and then we have,
Oh my gosh, it's
okay, now in your head, in your head. Daisy has 4 plus 3.
I'm blocking it so Daisy can't cheat.
It's okay. You dropped this one. That's okay. There you
Daisy,
go.
did you not see my answer? You can't look because that's cheating.
Oops.
Mommy
All right,
is
here,
looking
Daisy.
at other people's answers, not the
Okay, go ahead and put your last bear on there.
Mama.
And then go ahead and come up with your answer. Go ahead and come up with your answer. So you have 4 plus, nope,
I didn't do
you
the
did,
2
you
yet.
did 4 plus 3, now you need one
No,
more bear.
isn't there a 2?
Uh-huh, you're right. So put one more bear on there.
Daisy!
Okay, we're gonna put one more bear on here. Now Daisy, how many bears do you have? How many bears do you have? Okay. All right, so Liam, what's your answer? What's your answer, Liam?
I can't answer because now I don't remember the order.
That's okay, you have it written down. So you already counted your bears and you have the number written down. So what's your number?
But Daisy hasn't answered.
It's okay, Liam.
I can't tell her
Okay.
the answer.
Quickly, Daisy. What's your answer? Great job.
backwards.
That's okay. She's still practicing writing her numbers, huh? You guys did awesome. Give yourself a pat on the back. You guys got the right number. Woo!
The reason why you do it this way is because then it's a P. This
You're
is
right,
a
you're
9.
right.
Mom,
Okay, so how do we know?
Wait.
How do we know this is 9? How many rows do we have filled up?
Also, Daisy, take your brains.
Liam, how many rows do you see filled up on your 10 frame?
So 9.
Is 1 full row of 5, right?
So like say one of your friends are 9 years old.
So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right?
No.
So this is the first time they have been introduced to the idea of adding 3 numbers at a time. I kind of just threw it at them for this morning's lesson.
I counted like 1, 2, 3, 4,
Okay.
5, 6.
And that's okay too. As you get faster, you'll realize that this is 5 because it's a whole row. And then you can add 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? So this is the first time they've been introduced to it. I would probably let them practice a few more times and then come back to it either tomorrow or the next day just to not overdo it, but to really kind of start solidifying that idea if you can. Also, based on the feedback I got from Liam being a little bit confused about the double 10 frame, I may...
What do you call it feedback? Feedback is...
No, okay. Feedback is also like when you give comments, like things that you maybe think could be done differently or things that would help you understand better. So I would probably do a 10 frame on 2 separate pages so he realizes that that's 10 and 20 instead of counting by 10, 20 in that way. So there are a few things that I could change about the lesson, but I think overall it's a really fun and interactive way. I mean, they get to move and throw things and mark things and see it visually. And it's a good way for me to be able to assess them and see where their understanding is at. So, yes, ma'am.
So, the reason why I count by 10 is because that was the first one I was introduced to.
Right.
So technically, I know how because Mrs. Ganger, we would all count to 100s, but when I first came, I had no idea. So then when I practiced and practiced, I could do 10, 20,